Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good Tuesday morning to you. Good wet Tuesday morning to you. And it's going to get wetter and wetter and wetter today, tomorrow. So just get ready for it. Welcome to Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean, and are we ready for you today? I know we got Reverend Gerald Carnes. Got him on the phone right now. Reverend Gerald Carnes, a big old good Tuesday morning to you, Captain.
Hey, good morning to you as well.
Have you been outside in the wetness yet?
Just stuck my head out the door, not necessarily walking around in it, but I've seen it raining a little bit.
I don't blame you. If you can keep that head in, they do so. Well, do you have a busy Tuesday?
Yeah, I got a few things lined up. Got several sick folks to keep up with and check on them, and getting things ready for tomorrow night and the coming weekend. So there's a few things in store.
Well, buddy, I know it's going to be a busy day for you, and we thank you for taking your time to be with us. And I know we don't want to hold you up, so we'll just go ahead and turn it over to you right now.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to be here as always. I had mentioned yesterday that kind of the theme for the week would be love in honor of Valentine's Day coming up on Friday. Yesterday we read John 3:16, describing God's love for us, how his love is universal and that it covers all people. It's certainly unsurpassed in its scope, and it's very sacrificial in the fact that God has love and compassion towards us, and he has demonstrated that through even sending Jesus to die for our sins. On one occasion, one of the Pharisees, experts in the law, were told, asked Jesus, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" And this is found in Matthew 22. Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." All the on these two commandments. It's my understanding from study that there's 613 commandments in the Old Testament law. The Pharisees who were questioning Jesus certainly were aware of that. They had divided them according to what they considered most important. But Jesus said of these, the greatest commandment being the core of our life, the greatest commandment being one that would demonstrate action and so forth. He said it's this, that you love God with all of your heart, your soul, and your mind. This, of course, is a lifelong commitment to put God first in our lives, to choose God's ways above other ways. It means to love God more than anything else or anyone else, and to find joy in his presence. In our daily living, that's going to play itself out and demonstrate itself through our surrender to God's will, our desire to meditate on the Bible and to pray in communication with God, to love God and serve God through serving others. And the Apostle John would later say, how can we say that the love of God is in us if we don't have love for other people? So clearly, if we are to love God, we're totally committed to him. And if we love God, that's going to be displayed through our love for other people. David Guzik is a commentator that I like to read often. Speaking of this, loving others as you love yourself, he said, in the same way that we take care of ourselves and are concerned about our own interests, we should take care of and have concern for the interest of others. And so most of us take great care to take care of ourselves and to be at our best, and we're certainly concerned about our own needs and things that we want and desire. If we have that same love and compassion and concern for other people, it's certainly going to reflect in the way we treat them and the way we talk about them, in our willingness to be generous towards others and show compassion and mercy towards others. So I pray today that all of us, first and foremost, do commit to love God with all of our heart, our soul, and our mind, and that God will help us to love others as we love ourselves. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. You know, your theme of love this week, you know, I think about that. You know, it's not to me, it's not so much the celebration of Valentine's and love, and you know, to me that's maybe more for the little ones to really enjoy. You know, exchanging cards and candies and you know showing their love in the way they do. But you know, I guess you know with us Valentine's Day should be every day. You know, the way I look at it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Don't wait once a year to show people do.
Yeah, and I think it's so many different ways you can show love. I think to tell folks, you know, I'm a person to tell a lot of folks I love them. And, you know, that's something years ago I didn't do. I didn't grow up in that in my family, and I know I always say this about my family. I grew up in a great family, a Christian family, and I know we were loved. But the words "I love you," I don't ever remember them ringing out in the house like we do today in our family. But maybe it's just the different times. I don't know. But I think about that.
Right. Well, mine was right the opposite, I guess, in that sense. My parents told me every day that they loved me, and those were words that were often expressed and spoken every day.
Right.
Sometimes that was not always clearly demonstrated as much as it was expressed.
I understand.
But we did love each other, and I always knew I was loved growing up, and I appreciate that foundation that I had, and certainly want my family to know they are loved. And we usually exchange those words several times a day, but it's still, you know, it's one thing to talk about, like you say, but it's something else to actually do and show. So there's a lot of different ways to show it, but I hope every day we're letting those around us know how much they are valued and loved and appreciated.
I hope with what you're saying and with your bringing up the attention of that this morning, I hope people will go out and with a little extra love in their heart this morning. So that's
Absolutely.
That's my prayer. Well, buddy, thank you again for a great start. Be safe out there. It's going to be a nasty, wet day all day long and even tomorrow. So just be safe, and if you can join us to help us get us over that hump in the morning, we'll look forward to it.
Very good. I look forward to it as well.
See you, bud. Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye-bye.
Reverend Gerald Carnes, Duncan Memorial, right down the road, 7-Eleven cutoff, right over there. Joining us all week long. Hey, our guest today, Robert Gunn, will be out here for a whole hour because it takes him a whole hour to just get everything out that he wants to talk about. I know we've got the Russell Forest Run, big Russell Forest Run, 5K and 10K this month. He'll be talking about that for sure. And then Cheryl Bynum, Career Tech, will be on with us at 7:30 this morning. You are always our special guest. Right, if you're ready to talk a little weather, let's talk a little weather. It's 59 degrees right now, 60 somewhere in there. 67, excuse me, for a high today. 90% chance of rain. Let's just go ahead and change that to 100. Now, it's going to be, like I say, off and on all day long. Tonight, 100% chance of rain, low of 57. So kind of a cool rain. Then going into the rest of the week. Tomorrow, same thing, 63 and 56. And you may want to, and 100% chance of rain, you may want to just pay close attention. I know I got a notice from Jason Moran yesterday. We're under a notice, possible some bad weather. So just stay tuned. He does a great job. Clyde Your Country 97.5 also does it. And wherever you get your weather, pay close attention. Now, Thursday, going to be a nice day. High 59, low of 36. I'm liking that. No rain. 67 and 51 on Friday. And then rain back in here in kind of a warm day on Saturday. About a 50-50 shot on Saturday. 76 for a high, 54 for a low. More rain in here on Sunday. Wow, 57 for a high and 29 for a low. There you go. Go from 76 to 29. There you go. Get them all stirred up. Brought to you by Alex City Marine. They are located on Cherokee Road. They look forward to seeing you. And let's talk Tri-Tunes today.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side.
High Point Insurance Group.
Protecting you through all of life's high points.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors is turning it up with some incredible giveaways. 2 VIP tickets to the Morgan Wallen Sand in My Boots Festival, 2 tickets to see Blake Shelton live, and 2 tickets to the legendary Talladega Super Speedway. Don't wait. Enter now at calldixie.com. It's fast, easy, and free. Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors, bringing you comfort and unforgettable memories since 1908.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats. There's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy, heated outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
Come on back in here and join us. Got a couple of birthdays. Claire Oliver, that's Iceberg's lovely wife. Happy birthday to you today. If you're going by, and I hope you are going by Fire Truck Barbecue today, make sure you tell Julie Ledbetter, that's Ledbelly's lovely wife, happy birthday. Hey, bingo night. It's Elks Scholarship Bingo night this coming Thursday night. That's the 13th. They get started about 6:30. Proceeds go to scholarships around here. And they do a great job with that. So that's a win-win situation for you folks that enjoy bingo. Also on Thursday night at 7:30 now at Mill 280, Women and Children First. This is a play. This is a comedy play by Rex Havens, presented by, thank you there, little buddy, Alex City Arts presents. So put that on your things to do. 7:30 start time. Alex City Schools. Jay Reyes, Doc, enjoyed having you out here yesterday. Boy, he's just so dead blame smooth, calm, and collected. So good for our school system, for our young folks, for our teachers, and everybody involved. He's a hands-on. He's a people person. He's a listener. He's also a talker. What I mean by that, not a yapper like I am, but a talker. He wants his faculty to be all they can be, to be the best they can be, and he brings that out of them. But I got this from him. Also on Thursday, a lot going on Thursday, 13th. Lucky the 13th. The Benjamin Russell High School girls and boys basketball teams. It's playoff time, baby. Will play at 3 o'clock and 4:30, respectively, at Alabama State University. Benjamin Russell High School will dismiss students Thursday. I know you parents already know this, but I'm just sharing this. Thursday at 12:25. Buses for the high school will run for their normal time for those students who remain on campus until the end of day. So I'll remind you tomorrow and Thursday on that. Stacy Pimpleton was out here yesterday with Lake Martin Trailblazers. You know, she's such a trailblazer herself, and I sincerely mean that. Very much involved with the Trailblazers, which used to be the Girl Scouts of this area. Now it's the Lake Martin Trailblazers. They're having a parents' night out this coming Friday night, Valentine's. What that is, they'll be keeping for you. You want to go out. You want to spend some time with your sweetie. You want to go just paint the town for Valentine's. Well, they're gonna keep your children. They're going. It's a sign up for it, and it's a charge for it. But it's a fundraiser for them. So you need some help. They need some help too. So everybody wins in that. So get with Stacy Pimpleton on that at the Sportplex over today. Tidal Wave, Lake Martin Trailblazers again. They got a fundraiser. $10 for a graphic for a Graph X. It's 4 wash. $30 value for $10. Here again, a fundraiser. Let me tell you what, you like pancakes? They go do it up Kiwanis style over in Dayville. Dayville Pancake Breakfast this coming Saturday, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. $8. So I can do it with that. So I can do it with that hand in that hand, but with what you just can't do it. I don't know. Go figure. $8. A pancake, sausage, coffee, juice, and milk. Dana Lett, good morning. Do you? I ain't heard anything out of you in a while. Hope you're doing well. I always thought think the world of you. Used to be the roving reporter. Maybe she's just chilling like Bob Dylan. Letters of love. Help us send letters of love to seniors throughout the community. This is a Beyond Home Care. So what this is just it's just real simple. Let your children or your grandchildren write a little letter or just draw a little note, and they'll get it to someone in the nursing homes, maybe someone that lives by themselves. But Kelly Adams, thank you for doing this. This is something they've been doing for a while this time of the year, and it's one of those good things. Valentine's Day Furball, we've been talking about this for a while. This coming up this coming Friday, benefiting Lake Martin Animal Sanctuary. You can get in touch with Rhonda Gaskins or Bridget Thornell for this. Doors open at 6. It will be at the Mitchell House. Doors open at 6. Music by Blackberry Breeze. Steaks catered by Scott Blake. Yes, he will be back. In fact, he may be doing the show with me on Thursday and the pre-record Friday. I don't know. We'll see. So put that on your things to do for this week. T-ball, baseball, softball registration is going on now at the Alex City Parks and Rec. Now, this is going on through the 16th, through this weekend. So after that, I think they try to go ahead and get it wrapped up so they can get prepared, make sure you get your everything that you're going to need, because it includes everything. Okay, hats, jerseys, and socks. That's what I was looking for. So it gets you all dressed up and ready to play ball. Excuse me. Kevin Becker, good talking to you last night. Oh, Kevin, of course, he's a car hauler, truck hauler. Also, he's got the warehouses there on right off of Church Street. Not Church Street, Lee Street. Good talking to you, buddy. Save the date. Alex City Chamber of Commerce 114th annual meeting. It will be February the 20th, Thursday week at 6 o'clock. It will be at the Mill 280. So make plans to try to attend that. Here's another attend that. Weddings and Event Expo. This is the 6th annual, believe it or not. This will take place again at the Mitchell House. Let me tell you what, that Vivian Autry and Mike, hope you're doing well there, buddy, her husband. But they will be putting this on again the 23rd. It'll be a Sunday afternoon from 1 to 3, so get signed up for that. This is a fundraiser for the Lake Martin United Way. Lake Watch Lake Martin annual meeting, public welcome. This is coming up the 23rd. That's a Sunday afternoon, also from 1:30 to 4 at New Waters Farms, located on Silverton Road. This year, guest speaker, Cindy Lowry, who is the director of Alabama Rivers Alliance, and old buddy, the old pioneer himself, Harold Banks, Tallapoosa River area naturalist and historian, entrepreneur. We just throw that in also. Eddie Bell, author, reading and signing. This will take place at the D.M. Russell Library, February the 25th, 3 to 6. Readings will commence at 3 o'clock. Also featuring readings from authors Runus C. Powers III and Keandra McElrath. That's coming up the 25th of this month. February just turned out to be a doggone busy month. Hey, while I'm talking about announcements and talking announcements, if you got something coming up in the next month, the next couple of months that you want to promote, whatever it is, except if it's a business, then we gotta kind of treat that bit like a business. But if it's a nonprofit, if it's something a bit or like Cooper Rec, I'm looking at that. Act 2, those are things that we promote here on the front porch. I think the easiest thing would just be to email me, kennydeanac@gmail.com. Robert Gunn up next. The Salvation Army, located on Highway 280 here in Alexander City. I think about an old gloomy day like today, tomorrow. You say, well, I'm going to be at home. I'm going to be productive today. I'm going to clean out that closet. I'm going to clean out those drawers, and I'm going to do some rearranging, and I'm going to carry everything I don't need, which is a bunch, to the Salvation Army. You can get a tax write-off. They'll give you a receipt for it, and it's a win-win situation. So won't you get in that win-win situation today by helping out the Salvation Army and yourself?
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here, or you can shop us online, only at Gorees Furniture.
Your expressway to saving.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleeps for, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Russell Medical, we're proud of our exceptional nurses, like Nurse Brandy Worthy. Brandy represents the selfless, compassionate clinical leader patients expect and coworkers admire. Brandy was recently honored with the Nightingale Award for Nursing Excellence for her high standards, sound judgment, and caring manner. Her passion for her profession inspires us all.
Being a nurse is not just what you do, it's who you are. I'm proud to be a part of the nursing team at Russell Medical. We are the link between all hospital services, providing you with exceptional, personalized care.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Cremations, located 1881 Goodwater Highway, Sylacauga, Alabama, is one of the fastest growing funeral homes in the area. We are pleased to announce the grand opening of our crematory, an expansion that allows us to offer traditional services as well as cremations starting at $8.99, serving Talladega, Coosa, Clay, Tallapoosa, Elmore, and the surrounding region. That's Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Cremations, 256-245-1454.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asks you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
Well, come back in here and join us. It's a wet Tuesday morning. My old buddy, I'm gonna remind him that this year, believe it or not, 30 years. October the 5th, 1995.
I was thinking about that yesterday. It's like, wow, it's been 30 years.
What was it like? Because, I know we've talked about this. Robert Gunn with us with Russell.
Good morning, everybody.
We'll talk about the Russell Crossroad here in just a little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe. He wouldn't think anything less if we didn't jump right into it. But I think about those mornings that you and Jackson Mitchell came in here. Y'all would come in early because it was new. It was brand new.
Yeah,
You're trying to figure out what to throw out there.
We were trying to birth this baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, I walked into this TV station one day it may have been it may have been on a Monday. I don't remember what day of the week it was. But, you know, back those days, Larry would videotape the First Baptist Church services on Sunday, and I would videotape the church services at the Methodist Church. And then would come out and do some pre and post work on it and stick it in the machines back there. Or
big old machines.
We'd take the recorder ourselves and go out to the head end and plug into it and sit out there with it. And I don't remember. That may have been the reason I was here. And Larry went, we want to talk to you for a minute. And I went in and went into the principal's office. You know, it's kind of like, what did I do now?
Yeah.
And he and Jackson Mitchell were in there, and they said, we want to start a local TV show, and we want you to host it.
Okay.
And I went, okay. So I started thinking about it, and I think I may have read something that Kenneth Boone wrote or somewhere or maybe I just, in my notes or something, just read about how back in the good old days, how people would get together maybe after church on Sunday and have lunch, you know, a big lunch, or on Saturday afternoon after everybody went to town, they'd gather together on somebody's front porch.
Exactly right.
And that's how they got the news and the gossip. And so much for the news out here. It's pretty much a gossip show now, but, you know. So they said, what would it take for you to do this? And I was like, well, you know, it's brand new. Let's see if it works first. So just make sure I got plenty of coffee.
Yeah.
So that was a mistake. You know, live and learn. But
we did it in rocking chairs.
We started with rocking chairs, and Ken Jordan was directing the show back then.
He was the first, right?
Yeah, and we would rock.
Yeah.
And he was like, because we wore
earpiece
IFBs back then, and he'd go, quit rocking. And I think that he actually got some door stops and put under our rockers just to keep us from rocking, because we'd go in and out of the shot, and it was making noise. And Don Carter actually built our first little set. It was the little stage, and had some vinyl siding, like a front porch, and a door, and
did it have a little window?
I think it had a little window with a window box. So, and some ugly carpet on the front porch out in rocking chairs. We would rock, and Ken would yell, and Jackson had a pile of hats on the porch or on the floor of the studio, and you know, I started calling him the Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, it just, you know, we started the show, and Hurricane Opal came through and ended the show, and that should have been a sign to the.
All right. Let me ask you this: Hurricane Opal was October the 5th. And then that's the only reason I remember that, because of the show. So how long had the show been going on?
Well, we started that day. You know, we started October 5th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought that was right. And I thought maybe y'all started a few days.
We started it, and then
Opal should have told us something.
Yes, this should have been a sign to us. But here we are 30 years later. But it was funny. I went ahead and got ready on the 6th.
Yeah.
After it kind of came through. And came in the back door back here and almost tripped over John Mills, who was here at that time, because he and another guy were sleeping in the floor because they spent the night. Not a light on, the power was out. I don't know why I got up. My power was out at the house. So again, dressed in the dark and came out here. But yeah, 30 years ago in October.
And it was an hour-long show. I don't know how long it was an hour long. And I want to say I came on. That was October. I want to say I came on in about February of '96. That's just the date I've got in mind.
Yeah, and that's probably about right. You know, we started the show, and I would get up around 3 in the morning, and I would come out here, and I'd call the local police stations that would give us information, and state troopers, and, you know, do a quick look through whatever's on news is on TV at that time, and we would write news, and it would be typed. And,
they worked.
I wanted a teleprompter, but that has never happened for 30 years. There's still no teleprompter. And
I laugh when I think about that now.
But we would hold and we'd type it big enough so, you know, even back then my eyesight was a lot better than it is now. But I'd still type in big font so I wouldn't have to
squint.
You know, just because it was up and down.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the way, my eye started twitching, and it twitched the entire time I was on it, just from the lights and being tired. Because I'd get up at like I say, get here early, write the news, would do the show.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah. And I would leave here and go to White Furniture and work there all day. And then at in the evenings, I would take the camera and I'd go out and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd shoot footage. Most of it was footage of my kids because I was at their soccer or dance or whatever else. So we had highlights from, not just, it wasn't spotlighting Hayden and Carlisle by any stretch, but just whatever was going on in the community. And come out and edit it, get home about 10, get up about 3. It was.
But you were a pioneer of that. You and Larry Ray, and Jackson.
Yeah. But it was fun, and for years and years after that, people I'd run into the grocery store and they go, "Front Porch." And it's like, I'd hear that and stayed around out here until 07-ish before I went to work for Russell Lands.
Wow.
So,
I tell this story all the time here, everywhere, on you. But maybe it was Ken Jordan. They didn't care what they said.
No.
After I came on, he said, "Yeah, we got a call today from somebody," and they said they were, well spoken. They said, "Well, we thought you almost had this show to a professional level." Talking about Robert Gunn. Then you bring this local yo-yo on, yo-yo, and I'm thinking, "Are you talking about me?" But I made my mind up that day. Yeah. I'm gonna be who I am.
Well,
nobody else. I'm not the well-spoken, neat guy like Robert Gunn. I'm gonna be whoever, whatever it turned out.
And 30 years later, here you are. Almost 29 years later, here you are. So
I hope that guy's still watching.
Showed you.
But it was never in my plans. It was a man upstairs. Like you say, it just happened. No, it didn't just happen. The man upstairs said, "You ain't smart. You're not gonna do manual labor. So maybe if you can just run your mouth and make a living, maybe let's try that." So that's what we've tried for 30 years.
It's worked.
So it's and we've been through a lot of different owners. And I got some not so good. I won't lie about it.
Yeah.
Larry Ray was always good to us.
Yeah.
But John Kennedy is a business person. He treats this like a business, the way it should be.
Well, yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And he's let me you do your thing, and we won't bother you. And I truly appreciate that.
Because it could be a whole lot worse. It's thumb on you and making life miserable.
I couldn't. Micromanaging,
I don't do well with that either. And the thing about Larry, this was a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
For
Don
Larry.
Carter, yeah.
He and Don Carter picked up some Curtis Mathis camcorders way back yonder and shot Uranium Red.
That's right.
And a couple of those other, the thing with Ricky Pope and the alligator that got PETA on them. And, they really didn't blow up the alligator, but, just, and Larry and I shot, some of those drills that the fire departments do. And
the mock disasters.
We did some of those, and it just kind of started as, hey, let's have fun with the camera and see what, and then we bought equipment, and then bought better equipment, and I remember on Sundays going out to over to Larry's house.
His house or
his house?
Okay.
And he had his house, and behind
Larry,
the house was a carport.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the carport was a little small utility room, probably.
On Glen Haven.
Yeah. That he had put a couple of VCR editors in, and a monitor or two, and would edit some stuff out of there. And then he moved it over to Hillaby Street next to Grace's. And
a little bitty place.
Yeah. Ended up here, and that's just kind of in a nutshell how things got started around here. But it was a hobby for Larry.
Yeah.
And then when he died, the family were able to run into, well, do we talk about that or not? With Mr. Scrushy and his son-in-law
it was
and all of them, and Bobby Randall, and Bobby still wants to be a star.
He over the Opry down in Florida now, the Orange Blossom Opry.
Yeah.
And, he brings all his cronies in. He's played with, so he's like he says, he's living the dream,
doing what he wants to do, doing what he likes to do. Got off the road, and I didn't realize that's what he was doing, and I stumbled across it on the internet, and I went, oh, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, he's and I stay in touch with old BR. Hey, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce wants you. They want you to join today. Now, you can be an individual, you can be a business, or you can be both. But Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce wants you. Now, you call Miss Molly today at 256-825-4019 for more information.
Alexander City Arts Council is thrilled to bring exceptional performances to our community. February 13th, comedian Rex Havens performs his one-man, family-friendly show, Women and Children First. The season closes March 12th with Emmett Cahill performing Irish classics and the best of traditional Irish repertoire, as well as Broadway hits. Save the dates for Women and Children First on February 13th and Emmett Cahill on March 12th. Visit alexcityarts.org for ticket info.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379. Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging to help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449. Floyd's Feed and Seed in downtown Dadeville, family owned and operated. Floyd's Feed and Seed has a great selection of Carhartt for all ages, starting out with the youngest. Now, if you're looking for boots, check out this selection. All shapes and sizes, Montana jewelry and pine straw year-round. More gift selections on both sides of the road. Miss Faye and the family invite you in today for Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dadeville.
The new owners of Stillwater's Country Club want to welcome you to play the area's premier course at Stillwater's with our new rate. Now, play for only $35 per 18 during the week and only $40 for the weekend. Stillwater's Golf is ready to give you the area's best golf experience, and many upgrades are coming, including a lighted range and course expansion. Meet the new staff and enjoy $35 per 18 Monday through Friday and $40 on the weekends. All at Stillwater's Country Club in Dadeville.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you looking at the outside right now. Come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Robert Gunn is ready to go running. Forrest run this month is here again, the 16th. I was going to say 14th, 16th annual.
It's just, when we started this run, we had done a couple of events at Russell Lands, and I was kind of moving into an event role.
Yeah,
I jumped into the furnace with the Alan Jackson Aquapalooza year, and events kind of at that point became part of what I do.
Yeah,
and so we went out to the Discovery Center and had a conversation with several people, Russell Lands people and community people, about doing a run to benefit the schools. And at that point, there was mention of helping the cheerleaders and some other things with it, and it just kind of evolved into where it's a fundraiser for the Alex City Schools Education Foundation. That group of people do so many cool things for the schools. For a while, it was technology-based, and now they're also among the grants that they give back to teachers, and I don't really know the ins and outs of the foundation itself, but they do an awful lot for teachers and students. But now they've kind of transitioned to where they're giving groups of students experiences, whether it's a play on a big stage in Birmingham or
to go see,
or taking, you know, maybe a trip to the zoo. I'm just kind of pulling this off the top of my head, but offering experiences for kids in the school system here that they may or may not ever have an opportunity to do.
Right.
Which is another neat thing. It's kind of important to experience those things, I think. So, so it's kind of grown to that. But, you know, 16 years, and we kind of do the math on it, and it's about $133,000 that we've been able to raise over over the last 15 years with the Russell Forest Run for the foundation. And last year, with the help of local sponsors, we were able to present a check to the foundation for $13,000. Wow. So, you know, it takes a lot to put on a run, and not, a lot of people. Not slighting anything or anybody that anybody does. But most of the time when you put on an event like this, say the Birmingham Mercedes Marathon. Right. Well, they had to close down. When they were doing it, they would close down downtown Birmingham. And how many police officers and how many permits and how much help did they have to do that? And it's not cheap. Yeah. Fortunately for us, since Russell Lands is a sponsor of this event, we do it in the Russell Forest on trails and roads that are maintained by Russell Lands, and because it's inside the Russell Lands, there are no permits. Yeah. So all that money is saved.
Never thought about things like that.
I'm not having to do that. And then you think about also these big events. I used to go to the Cooper River Bridge Run in Charleston,
South Carolina.
Yeah. Went up there a couple of times to what they called an event college, and it was just really talking about runs around the country, and they brought in speakers, and the Portland Marathon guy was there, and some other people that have really big runs. The Cooper River Bridge Run, back then there were 40,000 people that would go to that 10K run. Yeah, and this is this year's logo, and thanks for sticking that up. It looks good. Shane Wheelis does our graphic work for us, and
Shane, the colors this year, just that fiery.
Yeah, it's just got and the thing about it is, I went down to Russell Crossroads yesterday, and it's the time of the year where we're doing prescribed burns, and and so I saw all the smoke, and I went, but they was burning on the other side of the property and hadn't gotten over. But yeah, it kind of, I thought, colors are right this year if we're going to do that. But so it's a fundraiser, and we've got some great sponsors who've been with us since day one. Right. And we've added a few that have really come, have really helped us to reach the point where we can give the money that we do. You know, my goal with this run has always been to have enough sponsors to cover the cost of the run, and then all the registrations go straight to the foundation. And we're not there yet, but still, we've got time, and I'm just working at it. So if you have a business and haven't been asked to sponsor anything ever, which I know isn't true, would love to have you on board. It's a very good event. We had nearly 500 runners last year. We're 16 ahead today of where we were registration-wise on this day last year. Really? We're 11 days away from the run. And it's just really neat. I got a list of volunteers yesterday from the Board of Education, and there are more adult volunteers on that list than I've ever seen. Good. Some of them are runners, and that may be what they're considering being a volunteer or part of. And to be honest, if there's not a job for them, and if they are a runner or a walker, I'd rather them go ahead and register and come out and do that too. So some of them do. And then some of the kids who need their community hours will come out and pick up several hours for that. And, you know, with Dr. Ray is here, he's really just jumped in total body.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And was at because this run is where it is, everybody kind of knows what their jobs are without really having to have a meeting. But I do like to pull everybody into one room and sit down and talk. And, you know, I give our staff at work responsibilities, and I also give the Board of Education responsibilities and the foundation responsibilities to do too, so that it is a concerted effort between all parties. And
they can be a part of it.
He was, you know, I gave him a little short list, and he didn't get back to the office good before I was getting emails back. You know?
Ray is.
Yeah,
Oh,
from where he had asked this person to do this part of the run, and this person to do that part of the run, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Not to say that we haven't had support from previous superintendents, but it's just the way he just kind of hopped in and, you know, didn't let it sit on his desk for a while.
Wait.
Yeah. So I really appreciate that this year. And there are those that have certain skills within the Board of Education that help us with we'll have our volunteer meeting next Tuesday.
Where do you do that?
At the Board of Education office.
Okay.
That way, it's central, and we do it at 3:30, so it's right after school, so the kids that are volunteering can come. It's not mandatory for those who've never done the volunteer role for the run. It's kind of nice for them to come in, and I bring in maps and try to answer questions, and it's very short. It's 30 minutes. I like to keep meetings way under an hour.
Yeah.
But it's about a 30-minute meeting, and then Gail Brazel and I'll sit down and we'll assign people to spots on the course, and I've got a volunteer list and map locations, and everybody has a name tag when they show up on Saturday morning with the truck they ride in and their location. So we try to do it as organized as we can, so it's not chaotic. First year, we decided we were going to do it on hold the thought.
No.
We decided we were going to put people on the course on a people mover, and I was going to drive it. Worst move ever.
You learn.
Oh, yeah. And it got to the point where I had people to get out, and I threw a load in the back of my truck and ran out to the end. The turnaround is a little over 3 miles out for the 10K. And Marvin Wagner, who was at the LXC Chamber of Commerce at that time, was one of those riding in the back. When I put him in the spot, he said, "Robert, I didn't know you could go that fast on these roads." I managed to get back to the crossroads at 7:44 to fire the gun at 7:45 to start the run that year. Since then, we figured out better ways to do it.
We'll talk more with Speedy when we come back. Let's just go over the hill here and go to Coon's Corner for lunch. It starts at 10:30. Today, your choice is fried chicken, mac and cheese, mixed greens, purple love peas, fried okra, and blackberry cobbler. Breakfast is being served now at Coon's Corner Deli.
For over 80 years, the staff members of Radney and Langley Funeral Home have been friends in time of need, and we are dedicated to honoring, sharing, and preserving the amazing and inspirational stories of life.
You've got a friend.
And obituaries are brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. A visitation for Daniel Peeland, age 34, of Alexander City, will be this coming Saturday, the 15th, from 4 to 8 at Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. And a memorial service for Miss Linda Maris Williams Giabroni, 83, of Alexander City, will be Saturday, the 15th, at 1 o'clock at the Kellyton First Global Methodist Church. The family will see friends on Saturday from 12 to 1 at Kellyton First Global Methodist Church. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To these families and to other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA. We'll be right back.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City. Caring Transitions of Lake Martin, located in the old DHR building in downtown Dable. Owner Brandy Weaver wants you to experience the Caring Transitions difference, providing local and national relocation, packing and resettling, downsizing and decluttering, liquidation, online estate auctions, traditional estate sales. Call Caring Transitions of Lake Martin today, 334-703-5050.
Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 is ready for the new year, and there's never been a better time to save. With no payments till March on many Mahindra tractors. Inventory is great, and you can save big on remaining 24 models with 0% financing up to 84 months with approved credit. And you'll see the New Year's best deals on Spartan mowers, still with 0% terms. Get the New Year's best prices and terms now at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Zaxby's just perfected the Philly again with our signature crispy chicken fingers, sauteed pepper and onions, melty cheese, and garlic aioli. Grilled or fried. Now that's a Zaxby's Philly. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Fried chicken and wontons and teriyaki glaze and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby's Sensation salad is too delicious to be a salad.
Yep, that's why we call it a salad. The Zaxby's Sensation Salad. Zaxby's.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Let's go running. Let's go Forrest, Russell Forrest running, 5K and 10K. Do you have a lot of folks signed up for both, or is it one or the other pretty much?
It's more 5K.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a tough one now, what I understand.
The 10K is not for the faint of heart.
You've been
physically,
yeah.
and mentally.
Yeah.
It's you know, The first couple of years that we did this, we made flyers and sent them to the schools and put them in running places, and we quit doing that because of the expense of it. But the description in the early days was gently rolling hills. I got yelled at. There is nothing gentle about those hills out there. So we kind of took that out of it. But, you know, the neat part of the course, Kenny, is it's really scenic. Now, a lot of it's deep in the woods, and there's nothing but bare trees this time of year. But part of the 10K course takes you up on top of what we call Heaven or Heaven Hill. And it's just, you can see forever up there. So that's one of the turns on the 10K. And really, after you make that hill there, it's almost downhill from there. There are a couple of little, bumps along. We got to keep it interesting. But a lot
of runners are looking for that.
Yeah,
They're looking
are.
for that challenge.
And I've got runners that have been doing this, the 10K, for years, and come back every year because it's a challenge to them, and they want to better their time than last year.
Wow.
There's a 78-year-old man from Atlanta that he'll come in to registration, and usually I'm in there if we've gotten the course set up, and he'll come in and go, Robert, I'm back, and it's good to see you.
78. How long has he been doing it, you know?
I think that he's done, last year he told me he had done every single one of our runs except maybe the first.
Okay.
And then there's a couple that actually put on a run in Florida that come up to our run while their run's going on.
Really?
Yeah, so they love to come up. They bring their bicycles and they camp, and they'll ride their bikes through the Russell Forest a couple of days before, and they stop by the stables, and they'll be out checking the course out while we're setting it up. They just love to come up here and be a part.
I want to go back to what I was saying about a while ago. Are you set for volunteers now?
Can always use a few more, I
Okay.
think, and I need to, like I told you, I had 70 some odd sent yesterday from the BOE, and I need to find out how many of those are runners. So I'm not going to turn a volunteer away. We'll find, a lot of the runners have told me that they just appreciate people out on the course. Yay,
Sure.
One more mile, or you made
I've
the
been
turn,
there,
and that just kind of helps,
Pumps them up,
oh, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
Sears Barnes told me
encouraging.
one time that he was out running, and as he was running, he heard somebody coming up yelling. And the guy that, as he passed him, was like, anybody can run a mile. Anybody can run a mile. And they were on like mile 2. And he had 3 more to go, but that's how he got through it. Anyone can run a mile.
Yeah.
And so they appreciate the yelling and the cheering. And, a couple of years we had actually the cheerleaders from the high school came out and brought their pom-poms and dressed and would be at the starting line and finish line. And it just kind of helps pump everybody up. So, there have been some years that we've had 125 volunteers, and logistically it's hard to get everybody out on the course, but we're able to do that. Some of them, because of the numbers, have to walk to their spot, but it's a half a mile or less to walk to some of the spots that they're located. And then we'll, with the help of some staff people and Mark Lamborn and others from the community, we'll throw people in the back of their trucks, and Mark usually takes a truck out to the 10K turn about 3 miles out, and he'll stay out there. And then when it's over, he'll help break down and bring all the stuff in. And that's just kind of how, the first couple of years we did it, I set the course up, and I'm not patting myself on the back because it's a lot of work, and I wish I'd had some help back then. And then I finally got smart and asked for help. But it would take me all day into the night on the day before to set up the course.
Wow.
And then it would take me all day Saturday after the run started, and we gave the awards away, to go back out and tear it all down. And finally, it's like, y'all, I need some help.
Yeah.
And so there's a good crew at work that helped me set up the course. And then Mark and Larry Bates, until he retired, said he wasn't going to come back and help anymore.
Come on,
What's
Larry.
up with that?
Yeah.
And but they'll bring some of the volunteers back in, but they'll also go back out and tear down. And I'm going to leave somebody out, but I know Mark does it, and then Tyler Mitchell from work, and Emily Sprayberry, and Steve Robinson, after he runs the 10K, will go back out and help tear it down.
Here's another doer.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and there are others that I know that go out there with. I think Stephen goes out with Steve to help tear down when he runs the run. So I don't know who all is out there helping like that, but I certainly do appreciate it, because when I get everything put away at the stables and tear down sound systems and come back, everything's on the front porch of the artist cabin, and all I have to do is put it inside. And then the next week go out and sort it out and store it away for a year. But God, what a help.
Well, and then it's not just the 5K, the 10K, all the sweating. Then you got them. It's party time.
Yeah.
It's time to go to the stables. I mean, that's a.
We built it as
out.
our world's famous grits bar is part of the party at the stables. And, I was very humbled last year in August at the convocation. I walked in a little bit late, and as I walked in the back door, because I had the schedule and I knew when my part was to present the check to the foundation, and I walked in and I realized that Dr. Reyes was talking about the Russell Porch Run and the people that put it on, and then he talked about the beer that is given away at that, and all of a sudden it's like he's talking about me, and I'm like, I'm just a small part of this, but they gave me a nice little Wildcat Award for the work that we've done for the Russell Porch Run.
Good for you.
It's in my office, and it's like, wow, because neat people around here have gotten that award before. They do far more than I do, but it's God, it was a very humbling experience for me.
But good for you.
I was actually speechless, and I when I went down to accept the award, but yeah, when you get to the stables after the run, there's it's the grits bar, and we'll go through 40 to 60 pounds of dry grits.
Wow,
that's before they're cooked, so that just kind of explodes up. And then there's bacon and cheese and butter, and I think we've added some honey and some other stuff for you to put on the grits. And of course there's, it's a run for the school system, and there are minors there, and we monitor that very well.
Sure.
So there's water and Coke products and orange juice and all kinds of things besides beer, but I think the beer kind of gets the headlines because a lot of runners expect that.
Yeah.
To replenish, especially the 10Kers, to replenish their bodies with the nutrients that they lose, and it's been proven. I read it on the internet, so it's been proven that beer replenishes some of those things. So we'll have the hydration stations and just a good time, live music. The Bankwalkers will be there performing for us this year, and they've been a part of this event for a long time, and we do appreciate them. They give their time. They get up bright and early on Saturday morning to load in, and I interrupt them about an hour into it, and that's about all they get. But they like doing it, I hope, because they keep coming in and doing it for us too. So things get, it's just a neat day, and I really hate to start talking about sponsors because I'll leave somebody out. So it's just important that that they are on board with us and have been with us since day one almost.
This part of Russell Crossroads for the run, it's used a lot in it. I mean, as far as not just for the run or walk that day, people use this daily?
I know that there's people out there daily, unless it's a day like today with the rain coming down. But we were out, I was out with the guy the other day. We drove the course. We looked at rough spots that need to be smoothed out. There were 18 million sweet gum balls on the trail.
And they're dangerous.
They are, and we made sure that, and he was going to get out with the blower that day and try to get as many of them off as he could. But there were people out there then. While we were out there, there were people out on the trail walking or running, and you could tell that at some point before we went out there, some horses had come through because the tracks had just turned up and it rained the day before. So there are people out on the forest trails all the time.
Well, this is it's a beautiful run. People come from all over.
They do,
and I think it's a great way to introduce our area, especially the Russell Crossroads.
Right.
Now, after that, will any of the restaurants be open?
Yes. Fanny Gold Mine Diner opens. It will be open for breakfast. Catherine's opens early.
Right.
So there'll be, those two will be definitely open. if people want to go ahead and have a full meal before or after. I don't know that I would load up on a whole lot of stuff before running out there, but it's
Kalijah, will it be open for lunch?
Kalijah will be open for lunch.
Okay,
that day.
okay. So it's you got a lot that's offered that day. It's picturesque. T-shirts, is that short sleeve or long sleeve?
They're long sleeve.
Okay.
This is the shirt this year. Again, Shane designed the logo, and it looks good, and the sponsors are on the back of it.
And thank you, sponsors. We can't you can't say enough about those sponsors. And then it's got the sleeve print on it as well. And this actually, we went with this color because it matched the logo. Yeah.
And the top part of I had somebody kind of complaining about the lighter colors, and I went back and looked, and we've had a pretty good mix. But somebody wanted black, so we may go to black next year.
I like that. I like that color right there.
It's just a neat little shirt.
Peachy. It's peachy. Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's actually
look
melon.
We'll look at the weather for that day. Carlisle, downtown Alexander City since 1914. Well, if you go back that far, it's just kind of hard to grasp. So won't you just go and grasp you a bunch today? Maybe a chicken salad, some chips, a lime freeze, some things that you're not used to having. They have it right there at Carlisle, downtown Alexander City.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you. And now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state, and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
.59 degrees right now. It's going to rain all day long. The high is 67. Tonight's going to rain with a low of 57. Then going into tomorrow, more rain, 63 and 56. Now Thursday going to be pretty nice, 59 and 36. No rain. Really no rain. Friday, 67 and 51. Back in here on about a 50-50 chance on Saturday, 76 and 54. 50% chance of rain, goes up to about 60% on Sunday, but a 57 and 29. So there you go, 76 one day, 29 the next day. Go figure. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Top Gun, Pest Control, Highway 280, Alex City. Robert Gunn with us out here. Hey, we looked at it.
Wolfman Jack.
All right, looking at the forest, Russell Forest Run, February the 22nd. The weather is looking like it's going to be in the 30s, the 40s that morning. Yeah. So it should be no rain. It should. That can change.
Let's hope it
that's
stays
what it's looking
the
like
no
right
rain
now.
part for sure.
But this is going to be we need to go ahead and get signed up now. Go to RussellForestRun.com. RussellForestRun.com. So this is the 16th annual. Young folks, older folks, 78. Is that the oldest?
Right now it is.
Golly.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
there's a guy that's been
young
doing
man.
this for, I think this will be his 15th run.
Mm-hmm.
He comes over from Atlanta, and he's 78. He's already registered. I've
Wow.
seen his registration come through. So it's really kind of neat that people are still in that kind of shape. And
Does he
when
do the
I'm
5K or 10?
He does the 10.
10.
Yeah, he's been doing the 10. It's like, and I was telling you during one of the breaks that there's people that come from all over that run this. There's a couple from Florida that he actually puts on a run, but he comes to ours while his is going on.
Golly.
So I think that's pretty neat too.
Darn right.
I don't know that I could leave and feel good about the Russell Forest Run going on and
That's
not be
copied
there.
out, isn't it?
You know, I mentioned the Cooper River Bridge Run, and the event director for that event said that he doesn't go. He said everything should be in shape, and I don't have to worry about it. It's like I'm not that person.
Yeah, no.
I've got to go out and make sure.
Hands on.
Yeah, and not that there are very qualified people that can do what I do, but I just a lot of times I'm guilty of taking too much ownership. But I
Well,
just wanna
no,
make
that's
sure,
okay.
You know,
That's pride. You want it to be done right, and that's what you do with all the entertainment that you're involved in, and this kind of kicks it off.
It
really.
does. After we get through the Birmingham Boat Show, which is not an on-site event, but it was a really good show for us this year in Birmingham. The Russell Forest Run is our first Russell Lands on-site event of the year. And then we'll kind of go through March and April with Easter. And there may be a group that's looking at doing an Easter sunrise service at the amphitheater this year. They did a small one out there last year. Not sure if it's going to happen or not, but looking forward to that if it does happen.
Right.
Just one of the newer churches around the lake sent me some really cool pictures of the sun coming up last year. So that may or may not. But then Friday in the Green starts May 2nd.
Golly, Russell Craig.
Russell Craig will be first on stage for us this year, and these are some more. I'm giving Shane way too much. He needs to start comping me some posters or something.
There you go, Shane.
But this is our first one, and then I think I have 6. But Russell will be our first one, and then Suzanne Schultz will be there the second Friday of May, and then Jonathan Bloom will be there on the 16th, and Jilla Webb will be back. Jilla does a super job at Auburn as well as around the Southeast doing stuff, and then the Bankwalkers will be back with us on June the 6th. And those are all the posters that I have printed so far. I'm booked.
Can I see these?
Yeah, I'm booked, except I've got some tentatives for September, but David Simpkins has a little, he does some stuff at the piano bar, and he and I talked the other day, and he's been playing with
what is that guy? They just played at the Elks Lodge.
Well, Amber Lee is the girl that sings with them.
Okay.
They have a band.
Okay.
So I usually try to bring in new, and I try to keep some of the old, and I have made some of my normal people kind of angry at me for skipping a year with them, but it's the only way that I can get everybody in.
Yeah.
I only have 17 to 19 weeks, and now that we do a Memorial Day event on Friday and Saturday and a Labor Day event on Friday and Saturday, and we also do the LA City Jazz Fest on Friday and Saturday, and Lake Martin Songwriters Festival starts Thursday and runs through Sunday in July. So there's a number of Fridays that we don't get to do a Friday on the Green per se, but there's something going on out there every single Friday of the summer except for Jazz Fest Friday weekend.
Let me say something about Russell Craig. I've been knowing Russell Craig for many, many years. He's played in the Barnyard Jamboree many years ago. Russell Craig is not 100% blind, but close to it.
Close to it.
Russell, and he takes a song like the Animals, House of the Rising Sun. He takes that song and does it Russell Craig way, and it's a really cool style the way he does music. And he works up at the Talladega.
He does.
He's just a super nice guy, and he's very entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, he cuts up. He even makes. He does this. He makes fun of himself about being blind.
He does.
Ray Charles did that. You know, I think that's Ronnie Millsap does that. So I think it's good for the audience. But he is a great entertainer.
He's
class act.
He really is, and he'll cut up with me through text, and it's like, well, I only drink such and such water. It's like, tough. You were sponsored, and this is what you're drinking.
But he's a sport, and he's dependable.
Yeah, he
is. You mentioned 17, 19 weekends. You got to have people in there. You got to have people you depend on. Not just good, but dependable.
And I very seldom do I have anybody cancel on me.
Right.
And when that happens, I hate to be rude about it, that closes the door.
Yeah.
With as many people as there are around here that are good performers,
and it's growing.
It really is growing.
New.
There are a lot of venues.
New talent.
And there's a lot of good talent out there. And and I get emails all the time. I got one yesterday from a band from North Carolina. Said, we're friends with a group that was here last year. They told us about your venue. We want to come play for you.
We want to be a part of it. Hey, we got a lot more to talk about as the months come on. But right now, the Russell Forest Run 5 and 10K will be the 22nd of this month. Get signed up today. Before we go, RussellForestRun.com. You have a good day. Thanks for coming out here. Be safe. We'll be right back. Doc's Cafe. Let me tell you something. Cat, you are doing a heck of a job of changing the menu up. Now today, check this out. At Doc's Cafe, pecan chicken or Salisbury steak, green beans, mashed potatoes, sweet baked potato, and black-eyed peas. And got one heck of a salad bar, too, I might add. The soup of the day is minestrone. That's going on today at Doc's Cafe.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Jesse Henderson, owner of Henderson Glass on Dable Road in Alexander City, says give them a call today for a price. 256-234-5464. They do auto, commercial, residential, showers, shower enclosures, mirrors, tabletops. It's all about glass. So I'm seeing clearly if you are. Again, that number to call is Henderson Glass, Dable Road, 256-234-5464. Integrated Massage of Alexander City is located at 119 Madison Street behind the old Chamber of Commerce. Destiny Goble is the owner, says come on out for outcome-based treatment plans, pain relief, focused areas, relaxation, cupping therapy, hot stones. Remember, rewind, reset, recover. Make an appointment today at Integrative Massage of Alexander City, 256-252-7644.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
Careers, 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 and more careers for you young folks, and not just you young folks. Cheryl Bynum with us out here, Career Tech, to talk about that. And good morning to you, and no thank you for the weather you brought.
Well, I hope you enjoy it because our farmers need the rain.
No, you're right. I love it when you take a negative and throw it right into a positive. That's what you're supposed to do. How
we
you doing?
planted grass seeds yesterday, so we needed to rain.
Oh, really? Okay,
yes,
good, good.
I'm
Perfect,
doing fantastic.
perfect.
And you know, the month of February has a lot of wonderful things going on.
Yeah.
You've got Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's, by the
Heart
way.
Healthy Day. But this is also Career Tech Education Month.
Yeah.
And we are honoring and wanting everybody to be aware of what Career Tech Education is all about.
Are you thinking people are getting it more or understanding it more, grasping it more? seeing what career tech is really all about?
I think so, but I think there's more education that needs to be done. When people our age would think about trade school, that is a wonderful opportunity for a lot of young people. Well, now those trades are making a lot more money sometimes than people with a college education.
I know. That's something, we talk about this a lot, but that's something that's changed over the last several years.
It has. It's
That's
a
a good
demand.
thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And you know, I preach to my students all the time. I'm not preaching 4-year, 2-year. I'm preaching education after high school. Training after high school, because there's a lot of opportunities out there if you're just willing to take it. And we want people to know, we want parents to know that as well. And so Career Tech Education month of February awareness is just one way we can get out there and just let it be known.
In fact, let's show you this video. It's about a 2-minute video. Let's show this, and then we'll come back and kind of talk about it.
Happy CTE Month! Happy CTE Month!
Happy CTE Month!
Each year, Alabama prepares more than 175,000 students to be workforce ready through career and technical education programs.
These programs bring the classroom to life through relevant learning, practical skill development, and immersive experiences.
The need to prepare our future workforce has never been greater.
The diverse career interests of my fellow students have never been greater.
The opportunity to shape the workforce of Alabama's graduates have never been greater.
But that's not all. Our career and technical student organizations ensure we are workforce ready before we apply for our first jobs and begin our career. In DECA, we prepare emerging leaders and entrepreneurs. In FBLA, we prepare community-minded global business leaders.
In FCCLA, we prepare family, career, and community leaders.
In FFA, we prepare members for personal growth, career success, and premier leadership through agricultural education.
In HOSA, we prepare future health professionals.
In JAG, we prepare our students to graduate.
In JRTC, we prepare leaders who serve our nation.
In Skills USA, we prepare champions of skilled trades.
In TSA, we prepare leaders in a technical world.
In CTE, we prepare Alabama's future workforce.
So, in honor of CTE Month, we encourage you to get involved, learn more, and support career and technical education. Help us as we prepare for a better tomorrow. Happy CTE Month.
Happy CTE Month.
Happy CTE Month.
Happy CTE Month. Happy CTE Month.
Happy CTE Month.
Happy CTE Month. What I saw there was enthusiasm.
Yes.
But what I saw there, if I'm an employer, I'm going to hire any one of those. And in fact, I'd love to start a business with all those I just saw. I don't know them, but they impress me.
Yes,
Wow.
and that's what our CTSO officers do. CTSO is Career Technical Student Organizations. And in Tallapoosa County, we have FFA and we have FCCLA. Those are the two programs that we have. And we also have FBLA. Future Business Leaders of America, Future Farmers of America, and Future Business Leaders of Future Consumer Science. All these acronyms.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But anyway, we have 3 great programs. And then we also have Skills USA. And I want to brag. Can I brag?
Please do. I want you to.
We had 2 students that went down to OP for Skills USA with the welding program with Joe Abercrombie. And Kaylee Land and Braden Lovelady placed. Kaylee was first place in welding.
Congratulations.
And Braden Lovelady second place, and both are Horseshoe Bend students. You know, Arabelle Career Tech brings all 3 schools there for these specific programs. And so we were really proud that they won that competition in OP last week.
Wow. Let me just say, I would love to have those 2 on here just to talk about that experience.
We're hoping to have them on next month.
Okay, good. I'll leave that up to you then. Thank you.
We're going to do our best to get them here.
Well, let me tell you something. You always hit a spot in my heart for welding. I'm, of course, not a welder, but I've been preaching it for years. We've got a great here at our own backyard.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, you know, to learn how to weld. And I love to see the girls, because it's not just a guy thing anymore.
We've got our
It's kind of like
females.
truck drivers. It's not just a guy thing.
And that's what CTA also is looking at, is letting everyone know it's not one gender or the other.
Right.
Both genders. And it's really what you enjoy doing. The HOSA, which is the Health Services Organization, and we do have that program at Edward Bell, males, you've got nurses, doctors, all of that. So you have the diversity there.
Well, diversity is something we've seen happen here in Alexander City and in the surrounding area of Tallapoosa and Coosa County because of, textile, what happened to it. So we've had to diversify over the last, I'm gonna say it's taken us 20 years to get where we are now. I like what we've done. I like what our leaders have done. The vision, that God thing, that vision they had to bring in all these industries that we have and where we are now, the way we're growing. I think about the Agri Center that's going up, that will go up, I think, this year over in the Jackson Gap area.
That'd be wonderful.
That's just going to be, that's a game changer.
It is a game changer.
And we got new hotels going up. We just got, it's just so much going on. It's just, I guess, going out to Publix a couple times this weekend. I shop around. I shop different places. I do most of the shopping in the family now. I enjoy that. I don't want it brought to my house. I want to go to the store. I want to see people. I want to see people. And I don't think we need to get away from that. Now, it's convenient to have all that.
And there's a need because certain people can't get out. But I like going out and seeing. I like to feel, touch, look.
Yesterday I had to get a new a debit card in my name. And it was just printed out, and then I had to go out to the machine and activate it. I stood out there and I hit one button after another. I even, do you want cash back? Well, I said, heck, I might as well go ahead and ask for $20 back. But then that wasn't the right button to hit. And I finally hit something that cleared it all out. But it's just, and I wanted to get my card back. It's in this machine. So, I'm thinking, I'm glad nobody has driven up right now. But gosh, just, it's not. I guess to some people it's so easy to do things like that, and I probably complicate it by not doing it.
I'm right there with you.
Okay. It's just
right there.
It's just aggravating, but I'm a people person. I like to go see people. I ain't got to know you. I
just want to say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, exactly right. But we have so much to offer on both sides of the river.
We do.
Right,
I tell you, our workforce is in Tallapoosa County, in the county.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what high school you went to, you're part of the workforce.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. This month, Mr. Davis is declaring CTE month, and he had a resolution read at the board meeting, and Mr. Chamness, who is our CTE director, gave an update on what's going on with CTE. And then I just want to share with you some of the things that we've got going on in this school. Dable High School, Mr. Wilson and Miss Talbert and Miss Davis's class. Mr. Wilson's the ag, along with Miss Talbert. They're going to be incorporating slides promoting CTE and their morning announcements. They're going to go read to the children about ag stuff. Don Smith and I are the career coaches, and we've got an initiative going on at all 3 high schools using our career tech students called CTE Read Across the County. So we're going into every elementary classroom and reading about a book about choosing your career, what a career is, just getting younger students to understand what they can be.
What do you, that's a good question. What is a career?
A career is something that you love and you enjoy, and it's something for a lifetime.
Yeah.
A job is something that you just go and do.
Yeah.
And you get paid minimum wage.
Big difference.
Big difference.
Big difference.
A job would be fast food restaurant as a high school student.
Starting out.
Cutting lawn. Now, you may move into that career. You may own that business. You
You're
may be
right.
the manager. You may own the franchise. But a job is just basically supposed to be a short-term, minimum wage, maybe a little bit above minimum wage job.
Stepping
getting your feet
stone.
wet, stepping stone. A career is something you're going to do it for life. And
Yeah.
you're going to grow and blossom and bloom in your career. Something that you're passionate about.
Well, that's the big word right there. We'll be right back. The Mitchell House. Boy, I tell you what, it's a rocking and rolling. I tell you what, those folks from about 1835, I wish there had some of them around today to see what's happening there. They'd just be shaking their heads, and I don't know what they'd be doing, but they'd be mighty proud, especially Miss Vivian Autry, because she got it working. If you got an event planned for this year, or you're in the process and you want to sit down with Miss Vivian, do that today. Go to mitchellhouseevents.com and let's make that happen today.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, clearing and grading.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone, 256-750-0381, or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Sometimes people do things over their lives, their career, to be put where they're really supposed to be. That's the case right here. This young lady right here, Cheryl Bynum, is in her right element.
Well, thank you for that
I
compliment.
mean that. I mean, I see that. I feel that. And then I see those young folks. And you know what? I'm still bragging on those young folks that we saw in that video. You know, we're leaving it up to you guys and gals for the others that can't articulate, that can't do what you're doing. You can do it. You can do it. You know, just talking about me, you may not can tell them, but they're the ones that can say, hey, you look me in the eye, and this is the way we do it. Mm-hmm. I think it's a confidence thing more than anything.
It is. And that's why we're celebrating CTE
Yeah,
month.
you should.
We want everyone to know. We want those young students to know. We have had a career fair at Horseshoe Bend for the 4th and 5th graders. Josh Johnson came out and Dr. Vines, and then we had different rotations that the students and people were talking for them to see, for them to ask questions, for them to be interested in, you know, Leah Perrell came out. How do you make a T-shirt? What goes into that process? But who designs it?
Yeah.
You know, we had our welding students from Edward Bell and the computer science come out. You had high school students talking to elementary so they can see, oh, I can do this too. We had a chef come out from 5 Star. We had Paige Patterson, a realtor, come out. So our career fair just had a lot of great things and people, for those young people to start interacting. Dadeville High School has a list of people they've had come out to talk so they know about those careers. Edward Bell, we had a guest speaker come out and talk to them about how career tech impacted their life. It is a fact that students that are involved in career tech education are less likely to drop out of school.
Well, I can see that.
They're more likely to go on and be successful.
Let me ask you, do a lot of folks, a lot of kids, do they drop out of school these days? I guess I've not.
We do everything in our power to help that student not to drop out.
Yeah.
There are circumstances where it will happen.
Right.
But our school system, and I'm sure Alex City is the same way, we look and see why is that student wanting to drop out. So what support systems can we put in place to help them?
What can you benefit out of this?
Right.
Most time, nothing.
Nothing. But there are those that, you know, there's always the exception to those few that just don't see the end to the light. But if they had been involved if they had that support from a CTSO organization or a teacher saying you can do this, you can do, well, the teachers are doing that anyway. But if they felt ownership, being a part, and I don't know the statistic, but those that drop out usually are students that are not involved in athletics, band, organizations at school, so they don't really have a buy-in to education. Although that is not why.
Yeah.
But when you have that connection with somebody, somebody's there to help you along.
How do you bring out every child, every young person? They have something they can do.
Exactly.
They have something they enjoy doing, and sometimes it's up to us to encourage that, I think.
We've got to find that.
Yeah, got to find that.
And
how do you do that sometimes?
It's hard, but we've got some teachers that are great at doing it. We've got coaches. We've got sponsors of clubs that can do that, band directors. You just find that little spark, and it takes a special person to do that. And we try, and that's why we're promoting. You might not enjoy school, because not many people do, but this is the end to the means.
I did.
Let's find something that you enjoy. You know, Miss Hodden at Horseshoe Bend does an ag on the farm on the ag day or whatever it's called. Just getting the kids to understand about farming. You don't have to be a farmer, but you may have a backyard garden.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy doing that, you know, our Edward Bell Career Tech Center, we're taking a group of health science students to Russell Hospital. Well, they might not want to be that nurse, but they know they want to do something in health science. Well, there's so much. I mean, we all know that. So they're going to get the opportunity to look and see what other jobs are available, not just nursing or being a doctor. They're so important.
You're talking about health science and all those areas that they can go into there. Same thing in ag. I mean,
yes.
ag ain't about ag anymore. And I don't mean it like that. It's not about the farm anymore. There's so many avenues you can go. And my eyes have opened up just this in the last year or so.
Oh, definitely. Drones are being used with agriculture. We talked about this the last time, nutritionists for all the different animals.
Oh, yeah.
Engineering, how to make things process easier. So there is, ag has so much that we didn't think about before. We always thought, okay, I can just be a farmer.
Well,
but there's so much more to it. And construction's on a boom. I'm going to tell you, there's just a lot of construction going on
it really
in
is.
Tallapoosa County.
And we
need those finishing carpenters. We need students to learn how to read a ruler.
Mm-hmm. The simple things.
The simple things that somewhere they lost.
Well, and then electricians, plumbers, all those, that trade is there, construction workers, and even go to skid steers. That's a good way to start with the career as far as working your way up to the bigger equipment.
And what little boy didn't want to drive one of those when they were little? How many dump trucks and bulldozers did little boys play with? Now you're going to get to really do it.
I've got a 5-year-old, and this is what he's been in. Somebody, I believe it was one of his teachers, said he will be drive tractors, trucks one of these days.
Heavy equipment, because he enjoys it.
That's what he loves. Get on his backhoe in the backyard, and that little old hole that used to be a little old hole, it's a big old pond now. But that's what he has been doing for years. So, and then being around people like LD Benton, and see them, cut hay and bale hay and how it's the process.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been there, we've done that, and I think you got to start them young. You got to expose them.
You do, and they don't know what they don't know.
Exactly right.
You don't know what you don't know. Growing up, I was sitting there thinking, what did I know? I only knew what my parents did. I only knew what I saw at school.
Yeah.
If you went to the dentist, you went to the doctor. Those were the only fields of things that I knew. I didn't know about accounting or manufacturing because I didn't grow up in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And so manufacturing was new to me.
Well,
because I wasn't exposed where I grew up, didn't have a lot of manufacturing.
I grew up with Dean Motor Company. I grew up in the car business. I don't know anything about a vehicle. I don't want to know anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know how to fix anything. I don't want to get my hands dirty,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what I grew up in.
And you knew that's what you didn't want to do.
Exactly right. That's exactly what I've done in my life. I've checked off the things I don't want to do. I had a Dean's Depot that we opened up this time of the year in 1987. I was not a business person. I'm glad I did it to find out that's not what I want to do. And so all these other things I've done to find out this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now, running my mouth and doing this show.
You do a great job.
But that's what, it took these other things to do to find out, this is what you're supposed to do. So sometimes the man upstairs works in mysterious ways. That's an understatement. We'll be right back.
Here we go again, hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. New Chevy Silverado 4x4 LTZ crew cabs discounted up to $13,750 off. Brand new 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV with high-tech features, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Wintertime in the South is mild compared to other parts of the country, but we still tend to be less active and spend more time indoors. Show your heart some love this winter by getting it checked out at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/HeartRussell.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Hey, we're Kevin and Courtney Hall. I'm a lifelong member of First Baptist Dadeville. My wife joined me after we got married. We really enjoyed First Baptist because it is a biblical congregation and very community-minded. Come join us.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number. Well, Miss Cheryl Bynum, let's wrap another one up. Folks, let me tell you something. It's going to be a wet day. Be careful if you're out and about. Please be careful. CTE month, Career Tech month. It's a big month, and it should be every month.
It is. Celebrating career education.
Mm-hmm.
And we are excited about all the things that we've got going on in Tallapoosa County Schools. So if you're interested, just give us a call. Come by Edward Bell Career Tech Center. Stop at your local high school and see what kind of career tech education they have going on, because we've got some great career tech teachers in our high schools.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys and gals too, because y'all
you always have Felicia Williams on your show with her, and they were on last week, so they promoted their program. Yeah. Jessica Honda, Matthew Wilson, Miss Davis at Dadeville High School, Hickman, and Miss Rowland down at Reeltown. So we stop in at your local high school and see what they've got going on, because they always need a little bit of help and encouragement. Encouragement. That's what we were just talking about. If you see if you see a young person, I don't care what age they are, they're good at one thing, encourage them. Encourage them over and over, and all of a sudden they may sit up a little bit straighter and a little more prouder, and you know what? I can do this. I can do that. That's what I'm good at. I'm gonna excel in this. And sometimes I think it's us. It's left up to us. Right. They need that encouragement to know they can. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not stumbling blocks, but blocks that will help them step up to meet the challenge. You can do it. Cheryl, it's always a pleasure you being out here. It's great being here. Thank y'all for being with us. Ryan, it's always a treat for you to be with us. And if you'll hit that button to get us out of here, we'd appreciate it.